I'm gonna go ahead and open this episode up with a warning. This episode does include the unbearable death of a child, so listen at your own discretion, and hope you guys enjoy. Are you worried about chemicals in your beard care products? If you're not, you should be, and that's where Schmucked Up comes into play. Schmucked Up is a small batch premium beard care product that offers you the best product for not only your skin, but your beard. Use discount code HANDBOOK at schmuckedup.com to get 15% off. That's code HANDBOOK at schmuckedup.com. Now let's get on with the episode. Oh my God, you're such an asshole. Hello, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to start off with a video that came across my TikTok, and we're just going to go ahead and give that a listen and then go into it because I think it kind of goes well with the advice side of things, and it also goes well with the am I the asshole side of things. So this is going to be kind of a twofer in one, all right?
This. Why do I got a bank statement in the mail with an account that I don't know nothing about?
First of all, don't come in here yelling at me about no account. I have an account to make sure I'm good. That's why the account is there.
Why are you taking money out of account while I don't know?
You are my husband. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm not. If we were to ever get divorced, I'm not about to be out here with nothing.
We gotta make sure we good. This don't got nothing to do with you sitting taking money out of
Has to do
that I
with
work
us.
hard for.
Do you not work for us? Are we not a family? You want? Don't
This
you want
is
me to
working
be
for
good?
you. This ain't working for
No,
us.
it is. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm a woman. If you were to leave me, I need to be okay. What is the problem?
You
with
need
that?
to be a problem. You a stuff.
What's wrong with Chris?
Listen, check this out. At the end of the day, you can account
Why?
for that I work hard and struggling.
I have to make sure I'm good. I can't. I'm not about to argue with you about money.
You a self-
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna tell
not. No, I'm not. Everything I've done for us, are you serious? You mad because I'm putting
Everything you done for who? Everything you done for me, I'm the one working.
Serious?
I'm the one putting in the time.
You cannot be for real right now, Key. Everything I do for us, and you're mad that I put a little money to the side for me?
Everything you do for
Yes.
us. Everything you do for
Yes.
you. Statement. It's just. I'm gonna tell you, man.
What are you gonna do about it?
What am I gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it?
What do I do about
I don't care about this right now. I'm
You
so
know what I need to
serious.
do with you? You know what I need to do with you? I need to account and stop sharing. Cause that's the reason. That's how you able to go in my find my words and take the money.
Do what you gotta do. I don't care about it. I'm so serious. I'm not about to argue with you about no money. I'm not
About
doing
no
it.
money?
No, I'm not arguing
It's
with
just
you about
money
no
to you, right? $22,000 is just a little bit of money to you, huh? I gotta go and work for that money, but it's just a little bit to you, huh?
I'm not about to argue with you about it. Like I said, if you were to break up today, then what am I supposed to do?
If we was
I
to,
have to have something. And
if
you
we
should
was to
want me
break up
be
today,
straight.
you would be A-okay, my friend, because you been stealing money for I don't know how long.
That's gonna make me okay.
$22,000 not gonna make you
No.
okay. Some people don't make that in a whole year at their job.
What do they need to get a job? Who can live off of 22? You acting like I stole $100,000. Come on.
Acting
It's
like
money
you
you've
stole
been giving me that I just put a little bit to the
I
side
took
in
your-
my own account.
Why have you been taking money from my account and putting it in yours without me knowing? $22,000 is a lot of money to be missing. You live in a nice house. I pay all bills for you. I go to work every day for you, for the family, for the kids.
Don't argue with me about the money when that was our agreement. That was our agreement. Now, you mad about me putting money to the side. I'm not giving it up, so I don't care. What do you want? Like, you can do what you need to do, but I don't care. I'm not. Yes.
Agreement?
Yes.
It was agreement for you to take money out of my account with me not know? When was that agreement made? Because I don't know. I wasn't there.
Ask for the money before I put it in my account.
Is
I got
it
it.
ours? Yeah, baby. You
No,
should
it's
be
ours.
asking.
It's ours.
It's ours when we make something together. That's when something's ours. When two people make something together, and provides the whole situation, it's not an our situation, baby. It's a my situation.
So you're mad that
stealing from me because I didn't give it to you.
Stealing. We share an account, and I made an extra account, and I moved money to my own account so I would be straight.
You something else. I'm
No,
gonna tell you that.
no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You something else.
No, I'm not.
So let me ask you a question. If I took $22,000 from you, that'd be okay?
You my husband. Do what you need to do. But no, you wouldn't be taking
Of course you saying that when you're not the person working 10, 12 hours at a time. Of course you're not going to say that. Of course you cool with it.
Key, you so mad about this money. What are you going to do about it? I'm not giving it up.
What am I going to do about it?
My nails ain't even done right now.
What am I going to do about it? Okay, check you out. Big.
So there's obviously a lot to unpack on that one. I look at that and I'm thinking to myself, like, she's worried about getting a divorce. Well, what are you worried about getting a divorce for? You don't think he's doing anything. You're not doing anything wrong. Then what the fuck are you worried about getting a divorce for? You shouldn't be prepping for divorce. That's not a thing. That's not cool. To me, what that looks like is a woman taking this money, stealing it literally, and getting herself ready to clear him the fuck out. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of dudes in the military that would deploy, come back, and their house is empty, wife gone, bank account empty, everything, right? There's two sides to this argument. She's worried that she's going to get a divorce. I don't know why you'd be worried about that for no reason. Off the get, you know. Two, in the video, she's in a dress and then everything like that. Climbing out of bed. Beautiful house, beautiful room, anyway. And he's going on about, like, why are you stealing money from me? And she goes, it's ours. And he's got a point. It's not. And he does have a point where it's when two people build something together, then it's ours. Then it's theirs. Not when one is working, one is not. I don't know what their home situation is, whether she's cooking dinner or anything like that. Certainly didn't look like it, but in this case, on the advice side of it, I would tell him to fucking leave her right there. Okay. You were afraid of a divorce. Well, now it's going to fucking happen, right? You got a joint bank account. You're set. You're fine. You can go to the store, get what you need, get your nails done and everything like that. And whatnot. Like, you're fine. If I was this guy, I'd immediately file paperwork. Like, why are you prepping for a divorce? Because now you're going to get it. And then you're going to end up finding out some shit down the road. On the asshole side of it, I would say, yeah, she's a fucking asshole. Why are you stealing this money for no reason? None. It would not surprise me if that couple got a divorce immediately after that, because I know if I was that guy, I'd go get paperwork next day. And I'm pretty sure a lawyer would look at what she was doing and be like, no alimony to be paid. I don't know how long they were married. I know there's like limits in certain states, but I feel like that lawyer would be like, oh, you straight stole money. Straight up. And then at the end of it, she's like, my nails aren't even done. She gives this like face, like that like, what the fuck face. Fuck your goddamn nails, bitch. I'm only calling you bitch because I don't know your name, but fuck your fucking nails. I gotta side with the guy on this one. You're stealing. You're saying all this stuff that I've done for us. Obviously, he's saying for who? Which, in you know, the way I'm interpreting this is she doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. They probably have a cleaning lady. She doesn't do shit. She probably brings nothing to the table other than her looks and shit like that. And I don't know, dude. I think it's pretty fucking crazy that a woman would go and steal $22,000 over the course of time in case of a divorce. If you ask me, that's pretty fucking shady. And she's probably doing some fucking weird shit. And that's why she's prepping for a divorce. She knows you're going to find out eventually. So, and then to sit there and go, some people don't even make that in a year. And she goes, they need to go get a job then. So, go get a job then, bitch. Damn. That's how I'm looking at that too. You're getting taken care of, paid for, handled. You're good. And then you're going to tell these people that don't make $22,000 a year when you don't make any to go get a better job. And you don't even have a job. That's why you're prepping for divorce. You don't want to work. Anyway, dude, leave her. 2, lady, you're a cunt. Don't steal from your husband. If you really want to have some extra money set off to the side, maybe build something with your husband. Start a business together. But don't just let this man go to work 10, 12-hour days. Come back making the money, paying for the house, the food, the cars, all the shit, your nails, all that shit. And then steal from him on top of it. That's fucked up. You're a cunt. Hey, if you're listening or you're watching on YouTube, do me a huge favor. Subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever. It'd be absolutely fantastic to see who's coming and going and who's watching and who's, doing their thing. So anyway, would love it if you just hit the subscribe and click that little notification bell. This one's called, Am I the Asshole for Calling My Boyfriend's Degree Useless? Me, 29, and my boyfriend, 27, were at a party a few nights ago. We met up with my friends. Sorry, I had my cursor over the S. My boyfriend and I have been in a relationship for a year and celebrated our anniversary 3 weeks ago. While at the party, one of my friends asked my boyfriend about school and work, etc. My boyfriend has a degree in African languages and works at a nonprofit. Okay. I had quite a lot of drinks, so I called my boyfriend's degree useless because he doesn't make much money at his job. In a funny way, of course, most of my friends laughed. One friend told me I was an asshole. It was an asshole thing to say. My boyfriend wasn't happy either, although his degree really isn't all that useful ever since my boyfriend has been kind of cold and I feel like an ass, as you should. Yeah, maybe he didn't find a job to specifically fit that degree. I feel like that's a very niche thing, African languages. But yeah, you're definitely the fucking asshole here. There are degrees out there that are just absolutely completely useless, like 100% completely useless. It will not land you a job, period. However, a degree in African languages could land you a job probably at like a museum, doing some sort of historian stuff. I don't know, but not a degree I would get personally. Not a degree I didn't even know that degree existed. So I couldn't tell you, but I will say you're definitely the asshole for that one. This one says, am I the asshole for not congratulating my brother on his wife's pregnancy? Off the title, I'm going to say yeah. But why did you separate it? I had to terminate my pregnancy 3 weeks ago due to my baby's brain not forming correctly. My partner and I had been trying for over a year to fall pregnant. I was crying about not being pregnant constantly and even went and seen a hypnotist to get me to stop obsessing. We were just starting to look into IVF when we fell pregnant spontaneously, and we were so damn happy. We were halfway through the pregnancy when the doctors were starting to get worried about the scans. To save a long and heartbreaking story short, our beautiful baby would not have survived, and we had no real choice but to terminate. Because I was so far along, the safest way for me to terminate was to birth my dead baby. No words I can write here will come close to aptly describing the pure, concentrated hell my husband and I went through in that hospital room, entering into a hospital pregnant and leaving with nothing but a box of paperwork and some pills in an unspeakably terrible trauma I won't wish upon anyone. My condolences to you, to the person writing this, for sure. 2 weeks had passed, and I had been slowly healing physically and emotionally. I had just started to get out of bed when my brother and his wife announced to the whole family that they were pregnant with their second child, only 7 weeks. My mother broke the news to me because they didn't want to be the ones to tell me. Well, that's not cool. At first, I was so heartbroken but then I became enraged. I didn't understand why they didn't want to announce their pregnancy till 12 weeks, as is usually the tradition. They have a daughter already, and they waited 12 weeks before they told anyone that time, but this time they didn't. They decided to announce early at 7. I felt like it was unintentionally cruel to announce it so soon after my baby's death. My baby is still laying dead on a slab in a morgue awaiting an autopsy and cremation, and they couldn't even wait for that. Okay. For context, my brother and I are very close, and he knew of all the struggles we were having conceiving and then all the troubles with the pregnancy. He was very aware of what my partner and I had been through and how I was coping. He and his wife even prayed over me one day. They are super religious. I am not, especially now, to help God give me a happy, healthy baby. I felt so betrayed and angry that I sent him a text message calling him and his wife cruel assholes and said he had to have known what his news would have made me feel. And if the shoe was on the other foot, that I would have kept my news for a few weeks longer. They could have, at the very least, waited until next month. I never congratulated them on their pregnancy and told them that our relationship was over and to not contact me. I think that's a little too far there. When I told my mother what I did, she defended my brother and his wife and said it wouldn't have mattered when he shared the news. I'm sure how he feels about it, as we haven't talked and probably wouldn't until I calm down a little more. It just fucking hurts, you know? I understand. I understand where you're coming from, for sure. I don't particularly think you're the asshole, even though you've been dubbed the asshole by the community here. I don't particularly think you're really an asshole about it. I think obviously you're in a lot of pain and everything like that. That's a big loss for you. However, I think telling them to not communicate with you anymore, that might have been a little much. And maybe try to recant that and rekindle that friendship you have with your brother, because I just think that telling them to not contact you anymore, that's just a little bit too much. My condolences to you and your family on the loss of your child. But, yeah. Hey, if you've made it this far and you're on whatever you're listening to, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast, whatever it is, go ahead and give it a like, a follow, comment, share it with your friends if you've liked it this far. And we will keep on keeping on, I guess, as we move forward with the episode. Thank you for watching, listening, whatever you're doing, having me on in the background. Doesn't matter. Really appreciate it. All right, this one's called, Am I the Asshole for Giving My Son's Friend a Haircut? No. Today, my 12-year-old boy spent the entire day with his best friend, Aaron. I asked my son if he wanted to buzz his hair before his dad picked him up, and I can do it while he and Aaron play video games. When I was done with my son, I asked Aaron if he'd like to even out his bob. The fuck is that? His hair was like Kurt Cobain's. He said no because he was going to get it short like my son's. I said I could do that instead. He said okay. I even let him put in some color. I dropped him off a couple hours later. Well, his parents called me like they were excited. They asked why I cut Aaron's hair. I said, I know, right? You can now see his eyes. They said, no, I had no business cutting his hair. I said I was surprised because Aaron is way old enough to groom his hair. They said I should have asked. I said it's hard to have a talk with people who think 12-year-old boys should get permission to style their hair. I don't think you're the asshole. The kid said, yeah, fuck yeah, go for it. Buzz it. Why not? So no, I don't think you're the asshole. I think the parents are assholes for creating a fucking problem over it because you gave their son a haircut that he wanted. That he said, yeah, go for it. Why not? So no, I don't think you're the asshole. Even though you were dubbed the asshole by the community, but no. That'll do it for this episode. If you haven't yet, go check out the advice episodes and keep an eye out for the Eagle and LaRue podcast, which is coming out shortly. We're working on the logos now and everything like that, just so we can get shit ready. I'm doing a little bit of editing here and there because it is a fuck ton of footage to go through. And thank you for being here and listening to this episode. I appreciate all of you. Yeah, have a good rest of your day, motherfucker.